So welcome friends, welcome to tonight. It's going to be a great night for every one of you. It's a continuous wisdom, continuous meditation. Since morning, we are already in the high vibrational state. Let's continue that. To begin with, today I'm going to give you a little bit more information about Maha Avatar Babaji, where he started his journey, how he became eternal. We know the soul is eternal, but how did the physical body become eternal? How he became from mortal to immortal? I'll try to give as much as information for you. I read a book called Conversation with Babaji. One of the master, she's also a pyramid master. She channeled Mahatar Babaji. She also saw the Babaji physically 2 times. Babaji initiated her to write this book and give it to all the masters. There are a lot of information in the book. We primarily discuss about Mahatar Babaji journey. Especially talking about Babaji today is a really special day because he is extension of Mahadev Shiva. He is Shiva consciousness. He is nothing but Shiva. So if you're talking about Babaji means we are also talking about Shiva, which is a special day, Maha Shivratri day. I have seen an interview where this master, her name is Swapna. She was doing interview. I was just watching that, and she told that she channeled Mahatar Babaji, and he has asked me to write this book. That's how I came to know about this book. It's called Conversation with Babaji. So let's get into about Babaji, Maha Avatar Babaji. Why did he called Maha Avatar? The reason we call him Maha Avatar is we know Mahadev Shiva. Shiva is also called Mahadev. Babaji is Shiva consciousness. And also Mahadev has a snake called Vasuki. Vasuki is always with him. Mahavatar Babaji is nothing but incarnation of the Vasuki snake. So Vasuki is always part of Shiva. Vasuki is one with Shiva. So since Vasuki took birth as Babaji, so we call him Maha Avatar, avatar of Mahadev. It's called Maha Avatar. And the Babaji, the disciples of Mahavatar Babaji, Lahari Mahasaya used to call him Babaji. That's how he got Maha Avatar Babaji. So now we are clear about Mahavatar and also Babaji, why we call him Mahavatar Babaji. But what is his birth name? When he was born, what was his original name? Before I come to the name, I want to tell you where he was born. He born in southern India, Tamil Nadu, a place called Chidambaram. And it's important to know his birth date, when he was born. A lot of people say he lived for like 2000 years, more than 2000 years, but nobody knows what is exact date of birth. The date of birth is March 24th, which is this month, March 24th, 203 AD. It is 203 AD, not 2000. So he born in 203 AD, March 24th. Now calculate the age of Mahavatar Babaji now. It's more than 1800 years. He's still living with his physical body. He's born in 203 AD in Chidambaram, which is in Tamil Nadu state, southern India. His birth name is, the parents named him as Nagaraj. Nagaraj. In Tamil, Nagaraj means the king of the snake, Nagaraj. So Mahathar Babaji, the birth name is Nagaraj. We will refer him Nagaraj for some more time. And when he become eternal, we'll call him Mahathar Babaji. There are very few incidents at his childhood we should know him, which inspired him to get into the Shiva consciousness, which inspired him to achieve the eternal state. When he was around school age, around 9 years of age, he was playing with his friends. It was very hot summer. They were playing under a huge tree. They played for some time and they got really tired, and because it's so hot, they went and sat near one big well with his friends, Babaji and his friends. And one of his friend, very close friend, somehow he drifted into the well. And everybody got panicked. Even Babaji got panicked. Since Babaji is his very close friend, he wanted to save his friend. So he's called all other friends, get the rope from the tree. Near the tree, they were playing with a big rope. Babaji told all other friends, get the rope. I'm going to jump into the well and save him. So in the interim, Babaji jumped into the well and he got his friend. Remember this, Babaji did not know swimming at that point of time. He did not know how to save his friend. His only intention is to save the friend. As soon as he jumped into the well, he told himself that now I can learn the swimming and also I can breathe both together. It is all like thought process, how he is staying positive at that moment. If you stay positive, we can do anything. He did not know swimming, but he jumped into the well. Somehow he got his friend and he pushed his friend up and he went up. By the time they got the rope as well. So his friend hold the rope and he was safe. But after that second, the fear took over him. Once the fear took over him, he started drowning and he got a feeling that he is gonna die. At that point of time, a magic happened. A yellow light, he started seeing yellow light. That yellow light started approaching Babaji and that yellow light became a ball. Babaji entered into that ball. After a few seconds, all he could hear is his friends are calling, Nagaraj, Nagaraj, hold the rope, hold the rope. And he held the rope and he came up. That was one incident where he was almost about to die, but somebody came and saved him. And the second incident, after that incident, he used to get a dream every now and then. The dream is somebody kidnapped him and took him and sold it to somebody, some unknown places. Babaji used to tell the dream to his mom, but his mom used to say, dreams, don't worry about the dreams. They just like illusionary or imaginary things. You don't need to pay much attention to the dreams. But Babaji used to get the dream very clear. And it used to happen very often. But Babaji actually stresses on the dreams. If you pay more attention to your dreams, it becomes very easy for you to evolve, because the dreams tell you the state of your mind. When you know your state of your mind, you know how to get out of that. I have personal experiences. I used to get a lot of dreams, especially related to fear, how to come out of fear and other blocks which are there, which I come to that later. So finally the day has come. There is an event happening in Babaji native place. Some big celebration was going on, kind of festival. He was sitting by a temple. A group of unknown people approached Babaji and they kidnapped him. He was around a kid, maybe 9 or 10 years age of that time. The kidnappers took him and they went to some unknown place. They put him in a dark room where there is no light, only there are four walls. They put him in the room for 2 days and 2 nights, with no food, no water, nothing. After 2 days, Babaji don't know what to do. So what he did is he prayed Lord Shiva, Mahadev, save me, do something for me. So next day morning, the kidnappers came back. The kidnappers sold Babaji to some parents. Babaji did not know that language at that point in time, but those kidnappers and the person who is taking Babaji, they were talking in Bengali. The kidnappers sold Babaji to a Bengali couple. Actually, the person, the kind of foster father was there. So he took Babaji and he went home. That Bengali guy's mother, wife, that means Babaji kind of a foster mother. The very first time she met Babaji, she developed very motherly feeling towards Babaji. I don't know how she felt that feeling, but as soon as she saw Babaji for the first time, she got complete motherly feeling, and they started treating Babaji well. But same time, even if they are foster parents, even they are not the real parents for Babaji, Babaji did selfless service to them. He used to do whatever they ask, and he is doing as a his own child. He is doing all his responsibilities selflessly. With that selfless nature, the parents really got connected to him. They thought their Babaji is not their real son. They just bought him to do some work, but he is really doing is a great service for them. They really got melted, and they came to know about Babaji nature. You are kind of a yogi. This is not the place for you. We are giving you freedom. If you want to go, you can really go. And Babaji decided one day, he decided to leave that place. At the same time, there are a group of yogis, a group of sangha of yogis who were traveling by. He looked at the foster parents for one last time and he left with them. And he was with that group for a very long time. In that group, he started learning all Vedas, Shastras, even Bhagavad Gita, Bible, everything he started reading, and he really gained the mastery over his mind, and also he learned so much knowledge about soul and wisdom. In olden days, once we gain a lot of knowledge, there used to happen a debates, kind of conferences. This is a very important incident where it changed the Babaji. The perception of his and his craving for Shiva changed because of this incident. One day what happened, there was a Babaji used to participate a lot of these debates where they ask questions and Babaji answer. It is very common in those days. In one of incident, one day there was a big discussion going on and Babaji was doing really good. In that, one Swami, his name is Haridas, he asked one question: define yourself. Question is, define yourself. As soon as he was asked this question, Babaji went into silence. The reason why he went into silence is the answer for that question is silence. How can you define yourself? Yourself, not physical or not the body or mind, the original soul, which is eternal and it's always at peace. And the real definition for yourself is silence. So he went into silence. because in the debates there is some rules. If you don't answer for certain duration of time, you are the loser. You've been defeated. Was in silent, and the group decided Babaji is the loser. He got defeated. Babaji did not get upset. He was very happy that he was defeated. He was happy because he got the answer. He answered, but they didn't get it. And at that point of time, there is one more thing happened. The Babaji ego got dissolved. That is why he didn't feel any depression or sad in that moment. So all got dispersed, and Babaji started moving away from that Haridas who asked that question, define yourself. He went few steps away and turned back at the Swami Haridas. Behind Swami Haridas, there is a huge image of Mahadev, Shiva. Then he realized it is not Haridas who asked that question, it is Shiva who asked the question, define yourself. At the same moment, there is one more intuition came into Babaji. The intuition is the soul is eternal. Why can't the physical body become eternal? That question raised in Babaji. As soon as that question raised, Babaji left that spot, that place, and he started moving towards Himalayas. He realized that is a calling from Shiva, because he clearly saw Shiva and also the intuition that he got. He started traveling towards Himalayas. He started walking. There was no like the car or any carts. He just started walking. He also has so many disciples. They also started walking with him. He walked days, nights, weeks together, no food, no water. The disciples used to kind of water or something whenever they stop. As they traveled further, the disciples started dropping. He traveled further north. He reached Badrinath. When he reached Badrinath, there is only one disciple with him. He's very special disciple. We should know a little bit about his disciple as well. Now they are at the Badrinath. Babaji and is one of his disciples. I'll give you a little bit knowledge about the disciple as well. His name is Sara. Actually, this Sara is from Sri Lanka. Babaji went to Sri Lanka. Babaji never had disciples at that point of time. He went to Sri Lanka with his guru, and they were working on some writing. When he is writing something, one kid who is around 7 years of age reached Babaji and said, I have been searching for a very long time. Now my search has come to an end now. Please accept me as your disciple. When this little kid asked this question to Babaji, Babaji got surprised and he started laughing, because he till that point of time, he was always with a guru. He never had a disciple. When that kid asked the question to Babaji, his mother also came with him and said, yes, please take him. He always wanted to become a yogi. Since age of 3, he's always talking about leaving this place and becoming yogi. He has a great inclination towards enlightenment. And his mother is very happy to send that kid. Now look at this mother, the selfless love. That is called, we call it love, selfless love. She is ready to let go that kid because kid wanted to go. All this conversation going on, and Babaji Guru was looked at Babaji and smiled. Nagaraj, accept this kid as your disciple. In future, you are going to get more disciples. Accept him as your disciple and start your journey. That is how Sarah, a special disciple who came into his life. So from Badrinath, he wanted to travel alone because it is his own journey. But look at this kid, the disciple who is spending his whole life with Babaji. He started crying, and Babaji told him, "Don't worry, I'm gonna come back. This is only few years or few days gonna be apart, but I'll come back. You can wait for me." And Babaji started his journey towards Kailas from Badrinath to Kailas. From the weather is so it's not that convenient for them. Babaji went through a lot of struggles in that journey, and he knows Kriya Yoga. He did practice Kriya Yoga to come out of all the struggles. As he traveled towards Kailas, he lost the attachment to the old, and also he lost the attachment to his own body. He did not feel his body, but he traveled towards Kailas. As he reached Kailas, he saw one huge tree, and suddenly it attracted Babaji, and he went near the tree and he saw a big rock. He sat there under the rock. He did intense meditation for 3 years. Initially, it was very hard for him to sit without food, water, because of his Kriya Yoga practices. Initially, somehow he managed, and later he went deep into meditation for 3 years, 3 continuous years. That was his turning point. After 3 years, when he came out meditation, he sat under the huge tree, right? The tree was nothing but Shiva. Shiva was protecting him in the form of tree. After three years, when he came out of meditation, the Shiva appeared and he poured the Ganga Jal from his jata. He poured water on Babaji and made him eternal, made him immortal. That is how Shiva made Babaji as immortal. That is why even now Babaji is living with his physical body. He looks just 40 years old man. Everybody who saw him get surprised how you are still young. So Shiva made him eternal, and Shiva told him, "My child, now you have to reach every soul who wants to raise their consciousness, who want to raise their vibration. They're all in your help." Shiva told Babaji, and Babaji pressed, "Yes, I'm going to reach every soul who needs help, who wants to rise up." That is why Babaji will reach every one of us who is striving, who is craving for evolvement, who is craving for enlightenment, who want to rise up their vibration. You just need to get connect with him. He's always there for us. That is the basic Babaji journey from his childhood to enlightenment, childhood to his eternal state. Surprisingly, he also has a parallel life. On earth, he is Mahatar Babaji. On earth, he is Babaji. He also has another life in the planet called Sirius. We know a lot of astral master Sirians. We have seen so many did channeling through Sirians. So Babaji also has parallel life on Sirius. The Sirius is also a sun, like we have sun. The Sirius sun is much bigger than our sun. It is around 1700 light years from our sun, and they are very well developed. They have great technology we cannot even imagine. They are in the 7th dimension. We are in 3rd dimension, but Syrians, the people in Syrians, they are in the 7th dimension, so that we can imagine how evolved they are. Right now, the Syrians are really helping humans. Syrians has a emotional connection with humans, so they always wanted to help us. So Babaji is from Ceres. He's a Syrian leader. He's a very good leader in Ceres. His name is Saffron. So he has another parallel life on Ceres. That name is Saffron. Babaji says that the Syrians are the one who built the Egypt pyramid. We think they built thousands of years ago. They got everything from Ceres and they built the Egypt pyramid. The Egypt pyramids acts as a energy grid. Through this energy grid, the Syrians travel from Ceres to our Earth. It's kind of a portal for them to come to our Earth. And these pyramids are a great energy sources. They say that they built this kind of grids on the Earth where we cannot see it, but it is there. They help us when we need it. So we can use that pyramid energy to go into better state of ourselves. Especially we are using a lot of pyramids for our meditation. Baba says those pyramids have form a great energy grids. It's a kind of great energy source. That is about Babaji's The Parallel Life on Ceres. I want to talk a little bit more about there's a Babaji cave in Himalayas. We think this is a very small cave. If you see from outside, it's a very small. It's kind of blocked. Some people blocked it or closed it. But actually, that is a huge cave. Some 100 years ago, there used to be 5,000 yogis at a stretch used to meditate in that cave. It is such a great cave. There used to be always some yogis used to meditate in that. Imagine like 5,000 yogis doing meditation under it. This master Pallavi who wrote this book, she did astral travel inside that cave, and she says that there are a lot of physical bodies inside the cave. The yogis did meditation there and they left the physical body there itself. She saw a lot of skeletons inside the cave. And if you go towards end of the cave, there is a light. She says that that is a space station. Space station in the sense they do all the scientific work, scientific research work to create galaxies. Yes, they do create galaxies there and they release that galaxies into the space. For that, Avatar Babaji and our beloved Guru Pitama Patriji and also all the masters whoever is helping. We are also helping through our energies. They release those galaxies into the space. Babaji says it is a space station where they make the galaxies and release into space. It's called scientific laboratory. So there are a lot of, if you look, if some people who travel, astral travel, they see it's a scientific laboratory to create galaxies. It's a great cave actually. There is a lot of higher energies there. Those who travel, they do a lot of meditation there and they could feel that. That is little bit about Babaji, his journey, how he traveled from Nagaraj to a Maha Avatar. Today he pledged that he wanted to reach every individual soul who are in the need, who want to rise themselves, want to rise their frequencies. So always feel free. You can definitely connect with him. A lot of people think that it's hard to connect Babaji, but it's not actually. And one thing that he says is the deep that we light up the deep. He gave great wisdom in the deep, how we can help it. Babaji says he is the light. He is the light everywhere who's trying to lit up all the humans and rise up their consciousness. It is like in the deep, we put oil and wick and we light, right? that oil that we put in the deep is called sadhana, or our practice, or our meditation. Take that deep oil as you practice, you do meditation, or you do any other sadhana. And the wick that we burn is our ego and mind. So we need to burn that ego and mind and have a right thoughts, and that burning gives a light, and you need to become that light. That light illuminates the soul. That light gives the wisdom for the soul. So you need to become the light. So when the soul gets wisdom, it illuminates everybody. So that is about Babaji today, and the day of Shivaratri. Getting to know Babaji is very special. He is a Shiva consciousness. That is where we saw Mahadev, Adiparashakti, and Babaji in today's meditation. He was with us, he was guiding us, he is inside of every one of us. These are some secrets and some wisdom from Babaji. Thank you all for listening to it. I will open up and see if anybody has any questions. And also, Ratna, another great master here, she wanted to share more about Babaji. She has some more information about Babaji. She will share some more info here.
Great insight, and Sudhakar garu. You have researched a lot, I guess. Yeah, happy kuchni vinesama. Me cheppe me research chestunanta. It was good.
Thank you. Thank you. Ratna ji, are you in the group or in the?
Ratna garu waiting for you and wisdom.
Yes. Devi garu, over to you. You want to say something or ask some question? Anybody?
Wonderful story, yeah, how do
Yes,
details, these many details about Babaji. It's a very good listening from you. Want to listen more?
Any one of us in this group have saw him in the energy. Devi garu, Sudhakar garu, anyone?
Yes, many in NG Masters group. Hari Krishna Garu, he saw a couple of times and he talked with Babaji, and Kirti channeled Babaji many times. Yeah, it happened. It happened to us.
Oh, nice.
If anyone share their experience, I feel like it's mine.
Yes, of course. Yes, it is.
I feel the same, whoever shares anything, I just get connected like as if it is my experience.
Yes, Mridula.
Because I personally don't have any experiences in meditation or through meditation, but whoever speaks about this knowledge and wisdom, I just get connected instantly.
Wonderful, Mridula.
So even our Patri sir also says that if you listen to other experiences, you can get enlightened.
Yes, it is true.
Yes, listening to other experiences, it's possible to get enlightened.
See, everybody says like when you have your own experience, you will get that ecstatic moment, right? But when we listen itself, I feel that, very,
Correct.
very, very ecstatic feeling, So I thought, okay, maybe my personal experience is really not needed. So these are more needed than that, I feel.
Correct.
So that is the power of oneness. When we enter into that oneness field, we feel that immense bliss about others' experience. When you are not in that oneness field, we feel guilt and sorry about ourselves. Oh, everyone is getting why not me? Like that.
Devi Garu, can you unmute Ratna? She wants to talk now.
Yeah, Ratna, she can unmute herself.
She's raising hand. Hello.
Ratna?
Hello.
Yeah, please, Ratna, take it over and please share more about Babaji.
Okay, maybe it's not really more about Babaji, but a few things that my experience and also
And if it is about your experience, you can share at your time.
No. It's not that. Like, whenever we talk about any guru or yogi, or
Okay.
when they are not with
Yeah.
me right now, they're not here anymore. Of course, that doesn't apply for Babaji, but we cannot right now. We cannot. Not everybody can see, right?
Yeah.
No, I was meditating while Sudhakar Gar was talking. So usually what they say, if you get a story of someone, you cross check with some, the truth facts of it, like how much it is real or something. Especially when I was reading the book of Master Pallavi, the Conversations with Babaji. For a soul, like few years ago, I have come across a book that is written by Kurtala Siddheswari Pita Swamiji. His name is Siddheswarananda Bharati Swami. He wrote a book about his experiences as about his spiritual journey. As part of it, he was talking about the Kurtalam and the auspicious, why it became auspicious and all. The Siddheswari Peetham is started by initially there, I think, Agastya Maharshi has, meditated, did his tapas for some time over there. And it's very special and very, even today, all Siddha yogis, they go there and do their meditation, it seems. And then he is actually from Andhra Pradesh, Siddheswarananda Bharati Swami. But as a rule, which is the Siddheswari Peetham initiated by Maunaswami, he put a rule that only Telugu person can become a Pitadipati. So when he went there as a Pitadipati, he started doing meditation over there in the Peetham. And also there is a Nadi Ganapati temple over there. When he was sitting in the Nadi Ganapati temple, the speciality of this Nadi Ganapati is like the pulse. You can feel that pulse. There's a story behind it also. During the Britishers, there somebody found this Vigra, this a statue in the fields. And then Puravastu Saka, they wanted to acquire this one, saying it belongs to them. But then Maunaswami, during that day, he claimed that no, it doesn't belong to him because he is alive. Then they were asking how, then prove it. Then the question arises, how do you check whether he is alive or not? Then Maunaswami said, just like how you check it for human, the pulse, by holding the hand. So they felt that nadi, the heartbeat. So there in that temple, Siddheswarananda Bharati Swami was sitting and meditating. Then during his meditation, he saw some of his past lives. One of the lives is he is a friend of Mahavatar Babaji, and they did practice over the same place. I mean, in Kurtalam itself, they practiced for some time together. So and then he moved on. Mahavatar Babaji, he has become eternal, and everybody has got their own purpose in the life. So he Siddheswarananda Bharati Swami took couple of more lives, and then now today he is in Siddheswari Peetham Pitadipati. So as part of his life story, I mean history, like experiences and all, what he wrote as Mahavatar Babaji's life story, in that birth, his name, place, and all the incidents that Sudhakar Garu mentioned, when I was reading Pallavi's book, I was really shocked. I mean, is almost like, only the little bit of expressive things are little different, but almost the story is completely the same. Then I remember when I was reading some of the spiritual books written by Bharadwaj Master, there he mentions how you verify some facts. Like, in these days, you can't blindly believe in anybody. That he says that you have to put some checks on it. You have to seek some questions, answers for some questions. So you will get, when you get those, they are your assurance. The same way, reading the same story from two different people where there is no chance at all that they meet, they know each other, because Pallavi ma'am, she completely is a follower of PSSM, and there is no definitely there is no chance, and if there is a chance, then she would have mentioned in the book. There's no chance that she might have come across the other book. And this was really amazing for me. That's what I wanted to share. Like, this was like another assurance that, whatever the people might say, like Pallavi, maybe in the experience, believing in the experiences of somebody, how you can have a trust, at the same time you can have some questions, doubts also. So this one is, I can clearly say this, it's completely trustable, and it's a fact that Babaji, can channel and say all the things, and this process is a genuine kind of assurance that I have got. I just wanted to share it with you, because still some people, they get questioned, but because of that is the first time for them to see, oh, is this real, is this not, how do we know, kind of. So that's why I wanted to share.
Great, Ratna garu. So wonderful. I know you read other books, and also, both are matching. Very great to know. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you so much, Ratna, for sharing. It's wonderful. The coincidences of matching of stories, yes. And we have, sometimes we need to doubt them because we just don't believe blindly, right? We need that scientific temperament. Is that right or not? Always we need to do like that. Then only we came to know the actual truth. Yes, completely making sense for us. Thank you so much. Over to you, Sudhakar garu.
Thank you, Rem.
Okay, masters. Let's get into meditation. We'll do 1 hour meditation, and then we'll take a break. So there you go. We'll take over from that. So it's going to be midnight meditation. There are two things special here. One is Mahashivaratri, and it's called in twilight zone. We are moving for middle of the night, so another day. There naturally will be higher energies. So that's why I prefer to do the twilight zone meditations, like early mornings, and evening, and midnight. Tonight, I'm sure it's going to be a great night. Let us do meditation. I'm going to share my screen and share the audio in a couple of seconds. Can you hear the music?
Yes, Sudhakar.
Thank you. So, masters, please sit in the meditation posture. We're going to meditate on Shiva consciousness. Relax yourself. start observing.